Alright, well, this video is going up late and my shirt is very wrinkled, but honestly, what you gonna do? Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to be talking about the books I read in August, even though it's halfway in the middle of September, but you know what? Who's paying attention? Not me! Obviously. I just want to start this off by saying I am filming this hopefully the day that I will be uploading it, so this is like the most recent news that you can get from me on YouTube. I'm sorry I haven't posted in about a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. I don't know how long it's been. It's been crazy. I went to BookNet Fest, it was so much fun, and then I came home for 2 days and had to go straight back up to Orlando because of Hurricane Irma. If you don't already know, I live in South Florida in Palm Beach County, so just it was a big threat at first, and then it suddenly changed course, and then it was a mess. Let's just go with that. So because of that, I have been very, very inactive. Plus, I've had a ton of homework. My teachers keep rescheduling things because classes were canceled. Everything is just a mess right now, and I'm just trying to make sense of it. So please, I apologize for my absence, but hopefully I'm back. Ooh, that just messed up my shirt. No. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the books that I read in August, which I read a decent amount in August. I got a lot in before school started. As of today, September 13th, I have read 0 for September, so I'm on a great path. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what I have accomplished in the past. So let's get started. Also, I really need to invest in a flip out screen camera because this is just getting too annoying. I genuinely don't know where I'm positioned on the camera. At this point, I've given up checking to make sure I'm in the middle. I wing it and hope for the best. So anyways, the first book that I read last month was The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. It was so long ago, I don't remember what I rated it. I think I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Also, I recorded a book talk for it like right after I read it, and it's still sitting in my camera unedited because I just haven't gotten around to it. Like I said, mess. If you don't already know, this book is kind of like a 19th century adventure story about this guy named Monty who is going to inherit his father's inheritance. I don't know what it's called, and he doesn't want that, and he is going to go on his one last hurrah around Europe in the 1800s with his best friend slash love interest Percy and his sister Felicity. It's so funny. It touches on so many good topics like racism and epilepsy, which I may or not be classified under mental illness. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to call it that, just in case. So good. If you haven't read it yet, please do. It's great. Highly recommend. Go pick it up. So I think the next book that I read last month in August was Eliza and Her Monsters. I think I read A Gentleman's Guide the first 2 days of August, and then this book the 3rd and 4th of August. So like within the first 4 days, I had 2 books read, and I was doing really good, and I was very proud of myself, and I've just kind of gotten downhill from there. So Eliza and Her Monsters, like The Gentleman's Guide, is literally everywhere. It's all over Twitter, all over just everywhere. If you don't already know, Eliza and Her Monsters is about this girl named Eliza, and she makes a webcomic online, and there's this boy who comes to her school who is the #1 fanfiction writer of that comic, but he doesn't know that she's the writer, and she for a short time doesn't know that he writes the fanfiction, and it's like this really cute love story, and it's so great, and it touches on like again, great things, and I loved it so much. I think I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars again. I just read some good books, you guys. And I don't know if I already talked about this in a wrap-up. I could have read this in July. I have no idea, but I'm going to mention York by Laura Ruby. If I've already mentioned this in a wrap-up before, please excuse me while I talk about this for a moment, but if I haven't, then here we are. York is a middle grade adventure national treasure novel. Think literally middle grade meets national treasure. It is a treasure hunt, cipher code solving puzzle book all about like New York and the future, and it's so great. And it's going to be a series, and I'm so excited for it. We kind of follow these 2 characters who are twins, Tess and Theo, and their neighbor Jaime, and they are trying to solve the the Old York cipher to prove that their house has some historical significance to the Morningstars who created all of this new tech stuff in New York in the future, so that their home doesn't get bought and demolished and turned into like some shopping mall or something. So they're trying to solve this cipher that nobody has been able to solve for hundreds of years, and it's great. And literally, if you like National Treasure at all, you gotta pick this up. It's so good. Plus, if you're not into middle grade, this book does not feel like a middle grade. The characters, Tess and Theo, they're pretty much kid geniuses, so they don't feel like they're 7th graders or something. So then, I started reading Six of Crows for the reading quest, which started sometime in August, which by the way was a complete and utter fail for me, but you know, it was fun trying. So I started Six of Crows. I got 60 pages in, as I've said before on my channel. Then I stopped. I don't know why. School got in the way, life got in the way. And then when I went to pick it up again, I was like, And so I ended up reading Vicious instead. Don't get me wrong, I loved where Six of Crows was going. It just, I don't know, it wasn't the right time for me, I guess. So I will try it again though. But meanwhile, can we just talk about Vicious for a moment, please? Because, like, it was amazing. I just bent the cover of my book. I need to stop doing that. If you haven't picked up Vicious yet, what are you doing? It's so freaking good. Now granted, this book is not for everybody, okay? One, it's an adult book, so it definitely touches on things that are not in YA. If you don't know what this is, it's kind of like a flash through time of these two characters, Victor and Eli. So we start 10 years ago when they were roommates in college, testing a thesis on extraordinary people and how to create them. And they were best friends. Flash forward 10 years later, they're mortal enemies and want to kill each other. It's definitely a wild ride, lots of time jumps back and forth, so if that's not your strong suit, I don't recommend this. Also, we switch between perspectives, which I really love. I love third-person perspective that switches on and off. It's great, I love it. I know it's not for everybody, so definitely keep that in mind. It's also a very, very dark novel, so if you are triggered at all by scenes with suicide, definitely don't pick this up. If none of that applies to you and you think, wow, this sounds really great, then you should read it because it is really great. I gave it 5 stars, blew my mind. V.E. Schwab is just amazing. There's also going to be a sequel called Vengeful that she's writing and it should be out next year. And now that I've read this, I understand the hype and I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna stop talking about this now because if I don't stop talking about it, I'm gonna just rant on the rest of the video. So just put it over there. And so those are pretty much all of the books that I read last month, which honestly, I am very happy with. Like, yes. Like I said, the reading quest did not go very well for me. Life just got in the way. Hurricane Irma got in the way. It wasn't my time. But you know what? I read Vicious. I read 60 pages of Six of Crows. It was somewhat of a success. Okay, I'm not gonna give a TBR for September because 1, we're halfway through the month and I've read, like I said, nada. And 2, I don't have a plan. I need to read 1 book for review, but other than that, I really don't have a plan. So, you know, we're gonna see what happens. Now, before I go, I did want to mention a quick little tidbit here. I am actually participating in this book club, but not kind of a book club thing. I think we're calling it the Quarterly Club. I don't know what it's called, but it involves a bunch of different booktubers, some of whom are starting out, some of whom have grown a lot since they did start out. It's a good mixture of people, lots of really, really great people. We're kind of like reading a book and then every season having a live show for it. So it's a very, very chilled, relaxed book club. It's not every month, it's not every 2 months, it's every 3 months, every season. The book for fall is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, which I've really wanted to read for a really long time now, and now I have a reason to. And I think the live show is October 28th, I believe. I'll also leave a link to a video from G over at Book Roast. She made a whole intro video on this that explains it a lot better than I can, so it'll be down below. But like I said, very chill, very relaxed, read the book when you want, and then join us for talking about it. Yeah, and so that I think is everything. Like I said in the beginning, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I've also been gaining subscribers at the same time, so thank you so much, and hi to those new people who have come in. I'm Ashley, nice to meet you, thanks for watching. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Goodbye!